Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Cole here, and today we're doing another custom map showcase where we're going to be looking at Atonement by MadGaz this time around. And just to quickly kind of hop right into things just while I'm doing this, and this is what's actually on the screen, this map starts with what MadGaz calls the spawn rush, and essentially this is you're able to stay in the spawn area with these infinitely spawning zombies that do full run, and I'm gonna fucking die. But no, actually, I think I've got it under control. I think we're good. They full run, and you can stay in here for certain amounts of time, and you'll get progressive rewards as you stay in for longer amounts of time. It's every 10 seconds up to 50 seconds, you get another reward tier. And if you get all 5, you actually do get 5 rewards that you can redeem in the spawn room, which is very nice. And typically, if you're in solo, then I recommend just kind of trying to get the 50-second one if you're someone who can just handle a train like this in this sort of space. It is definitely worth it, and I'll be able to show you that in a second. So already, we're starting off with the map doing something fairly unique. So that's a good start to a very strong map. This map has been getting recommended to me for like a year, and just for one reason or another has been getting pushed off. And now I finally come around to it, and I'm very impressed. But here, real quick, let me get down to one zombie left and show off the rewards that you can get from the spawn rush. So going left to right, it's every 10 seconds. That's 10, 20, up to 50 at the end. So 10 seconds, you get a double points that you can redeem whenever you want. 20, you get a max ammo. 30, you get a fire sale. 40, you get a free weapon, which I'm going to grab, and it's a drilling. Not the best, but not the worst. And if you do the full 50, you get a free packed gun, and we got a PTRS. So an interesting little combo for the start of our game. But we'll work with it. So yeah, Atonement, out of the maps that I've done the showcases and guides for recently, is by far my favorite. I know I just said that with Lost Place. This one beats it out, though, like hands down. I have been having a fucking blast recording the footage for guides for this one. Speaking of the new format and like the new order that these videos are going to go out in, thanks to the pistols only challenge that I did, that was able to buy me the time that I needed. And I know that the Discord channel was memeing on me for uploading that like every day for 3 days. Today is the 3rd day. Part 3 went live literally 10 minutes ago as I'm recording this. And this will be going up the day after part 4 goes live, so, but that's bought me the time, and, I've been able to change up the format the way that I've wanted to for the last couple maps, and now I'm recording all the guide footage and making sure that I really know the ins and outs of the map, and then recording the map showcase. And the map showcase is the first thing to go up, even though it's the last video of the bunch to get produced. Which, in my mind, is just a way better format, because I feel like a lot of people at this point are like, oh, if he starts putting up guides, he's going to do a showcase once he's got all of his guides up. And they kind of just start playing the map anyway. So this way, it's more of like what the videos are intended to be for people who like actively watch my videos. And now it can be more of like, you see the showcase, you get a preview of the map, and then over the next few days, if you do check it out and you're actively playing it, the guides will go up then. Which, in my opinion, is just a better format for this. But anyway, the next unique thing, and this is a lot like the, what's it called? God, I wish I could remember. The Gondola on Dryson. You get the tram fuse on that, you get the rail coin on this, you put it into the console, get the zombies to fuck off, and that minecart instead of the gondola will go and grab you some small random reward that you get just for bringing the coin that the zombies drop to this console. I haven't bought quick revive. I don't want to die and have to start over. It's round 3, boys. So I got a max. A pretty easy way to get a max. It's essentially just the gondola from Dryson. That is the best way to think of it. And also, I would say it's better just because it kind of has all the same like drop rewards that you can get from it. But I have, over the course of playing the map over the last like 3 days, gotten 2 Ray Gun Mark IIs out of it. And on Derison, I have never gotten a single ray gun. I know it's possible, but like, holy, the odds are low. I've been playing that map for 5 years and have never seen a ray gun come out of it personally. Oh, we got another one. This map has a lot that I'm going to be showing off. So I might just take a look at how long the recording is at round 10 rather than going to 15 like I normally would, just because with all the stuff that I end up doing during the setup on this map, round 10 time-wise might be roughly equivalent to round 15 on the other maps I've done so far. So this map has a lot to do. It's not quite to Leviathan level, and I know that I use that example a lot, but that is because, at least for me personally, Leviathan has like the largest amount of side quests and like meaningful activities out of any custom map I've ever played, but this one has a lot. There's going to be a lot of guides for this map after this showcase, just because there's so much to cover with it. There's just so many small, and not even just like small as in like, oh, you know, they're there if you want to do it. It's like small but meaningful things, like small things that even though they might not seem big, I would probably do every game. One thing that I will say for people who are going to check the map out themselves is that the map layout at first is pretty confusing and a bit overwhelming, but trust that if you just stick with it, it's really not as bad as it seems. It's just when you first start playing, it can seem a bit like a labyrinth almost. Like it's pretty easy to get lost early on with this one, but the more time you spend with it, the more you'll realize that it's actually not bad at all. And along with just having a lot to do, the map also has a very like full Easter egg. I would say pretty much Treyarch level like Easter egg as far as depth and difficulty goes. Maybe a little more on difficulty than Treyarch even. It's a fairly challenging Easter egg. In solo, you're going to struggle, and in co-op, it might be super chaotic. I have not played the map at all in co-op yet, and I certainly haven't done the Easter egg yet, but I can see the Easter egg getting super chaotic in co-op, but even in solo, it was a pretty solid challenge for me, and I did it first try, but I felt like I was kind of sweating my ass off the whole way through, so, you know, take that as you will. Depending on your level of skill, I like to think that I'm like a bit above the average player, but not like a ton above them. It was a lot for me, so it might be a lot, or it might just be like moderate for you. It might even be easy if you're some zombies god. But just go into that kind of expecting a bit of challenge, and you know, if it's not that hard for you, like where you're at skill level wise, then you'll be, I guess, pleasantly surprised. And if it is as challenging as I expect it to be for most people, then I warned you. This is one of those maps that you can just kind of tell that like a ton of effort went into this map, and it really does show. The map has a custom wonder weapon. The Mark II itself is not custom, but the Pack-a-Punched version of the Mark II on this map is custom. And I like it way more than the normal Mark II. So take that how you will. I'll definitely be getting the wonder weapon for this video. The Mark II, if I'm lucky, I'll manage to get it, but you know, it's hit or miss. We'll have to see how that goes. It also, once again, you know, I gotta bring it up again. It has the World War II guns. I love the World War II guns in maps where it fits, and it definitely fits on this one. So I'm, of course, super happy to see them. Also, the pack camo, I'm not sure where it comes from. It seems custom to me. Madgaz normally puts a lot of effort into his maps, so I don't have a hard time believing that it's custom. I like it a lot. There's one color that I don't like. It's kind of got that classic BO3, like, you know, pack camo with a variation of colors. The yellow one, in my opinion, doesn't look very good, but aside from that, like the red one, the blue one, I think they can look really, really nice. Also, while the boss is spawned in, he does have the Wolfenstein New Order track, Kill Everybody, playing, which I know because the Wolfenstein New Order soundtrack is one of my favorite game soundtracks. I generally just listen to that soundtrack, and I love this song. This is one of my favorite tracks on it, so I was very happy to hear this track as like the boss fight music. But the boss is also from Wolfenstein, and it's the Panzerhund, which is super cool to see ported into zombies because I know that that probably took a lot of effort. Like, there's a solid amount of effort that goes into porting assets between separate Call of Duty games, but it's a lot more when you port an asset from an entirely different game running an entirely different engine into the Black Ops 3 mod tools. Like, I see how much work that took. I appreciate it, Mad Gaz. I see it. But he's invincible to normal, just like small arms fire, so you actually have to use either laser weapons or those bazookas that spawn around the map to actually take him out. And at first, he was very challenging for me. Don't get too frustrated with the Panzerhund. You'll get used to it. But I think like the first 3 times that he spawned in for me, he downed me at least once or twice. Like, he was super frustrating early on. But you figure him out, and he becomes not bad at all, honestly. Speaking of laser weapons, let us go and get the Wonder Weapon for the map, which is, again, entirely custom. You can see, just like the building table and animation, takes a lot from the KT-4 on Zetsubo, which I do not mind, because I think the KT-4, while not a very good Wonder Weapon, is definitely a cool Wonder Weapon. But here's, I'm gonna down. Holy shit, that animation almost got me killed. Here's the Atom Waff, the custom Wonder Weapon for the map. It's kind of like, in practice, it's almost like a napalm shotgun with just really high damage. There is a charge shot on it that you can, I guess in theory, you're supposed to use it against like hordes. Because it has these different effects here. Let me just use it on a small group. I don't end up using the charge shot ever because it's really inconsistent. Okay, it took that entire group out, which that might be the first time I've ever seen that thing take out an entire group, like, without leaving a few. In my experience with it, which is a solid amount over the last few days, it seems like more ammo efficient to just spam fire the non-charged shot into your group of zombies. And you'll get more kills per ammo used, roughly, doing it that way. At least that's how it seems to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm using it wrong. That's definitely how I see it. Also, just worth noting, even though it's not the biggest deal, there is a shield on this map. If that's like a make or break thing for you, I know it is for some Modern Zombies players, you do got a shield. I always like having a shield. It doesn't break me if it's not on a map, but I'm always happy to see one. There's also just more to do in the early game of a Zombies map, and setup is definitely my favorite part of playing Zombies, so I definitely don't mind just having more meaningful stuff to do in my Zombies map. The map also does not use the normal 4 perk limit, but it also doesn't just not have a perk limit. It has a perk limit of 6 at default, and that can be raised by doing smaller things throughout the map. It also has a ton of custom perks. It has a lot of Treyarch-made perks. I think there are 7 Treyarch-made perks and 3 custom perks, if I'm remembering right, just off the top of my head. And 2 of the custom perks are ones that I see used fairly often, and those are Mad Gaz Moonshine and Crusader's Ale. So if those are some of your favorite perks, those are present on the map, and you can be happy knowing that they will be here. I know that I have some favorite custom perks out there. Mad Gaz Moonshine and Crusader's Ale, neither of them are particularly one of them, but I do have some custom perks that I really like, and it always makes me really happy to see them returning across a variety of maps. And for those curious, my favorites are Vigor Rush and ICU. I love both of those perks. Oh, I also love I think it's called Reserve Soda on Leviathan. It's literally only on Leviathan, so I don't really remember because it's been a while since I played that map. But that perk is awesome. Like, just raising your ammo capacity is great. It's absolutely worth a perk slot. I know some people would say it's not. In my mind, it totally is. I love having that perk. Okay, so here's what I'll say. This is normally where I would go no custom death machine, but you kind of just look around, and it's like, the BO3 death machine kind of just fits. Like, honestly, you definitely could have put like an MG42 in its place, but it just kind of works on this one. At least I feel like it does. I don't know why. I genuinely think it fits on this one. That's not me going easy on the map just because I like it. I really think that the BO3 death machine like actually just seems to fit on this map for whatever reason. But back to the perks, just to cover all my bases while I'm on it. The last custom perk, I don't remember the name of. I can obviously just go and find it in a second for you guys, but pretty much it's like Stone Cold Stronghold from BO4. So if you like camping, then you'll probably be pretty down with it, but I don't think there are that many zombies players out there who love camping. For most people, it's going to be one you're going to skip, and it's called Fire Fuel Soda. And at least for me, this is the only map I've seen that perk on. I am not familiar with that one at all. Oh wait, I got it wrong. There's 4 custom perks. This map also has Banana Colada. It's just I keep forgetting that it's on here, because it's kind of like out of the way, and I just never really see it while I'm running around the map normally. But this map has 4 custom perks. It also has Banana Colada. I'm wrong. So yeah, as I had expected, round 10 took me around as long as round 15 normally does to record these videos. Just because there's a lot to do in the early rounds on this map to like properly set it up. Overall, I think that this map is so worth playing. Like, if you have taken any of my custom picks into consideration before, then that is reason enough to play this one, honestly. Like, if you've ever played a map that I've done a showcase on and recommended, and you've thought it was a good map, then just play this one and take my word for it, okay? You'll like this one, trust me. I think this one is fairly known at this point. It's a couple years old. It's not super old like some of the other ones that I've done recently, but I think this one is 2019, if I'm right. So this one's been out for a bit. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have played it, but if you have not, for whatever reason, played Atonement yet, you absolutely should. This is a really, really strong custom map with a very strong replay value. Like, there's just so much to do, and you'll find yourself coming back and doing the setup just over and over again because there's so much to do, and it doesn't feel like, you know, you're just kind of doing your classic get your guns, get your perks, pack, and you're going. It's like there's a good variety that makes this map feel unique because of its quest steps. Even Pack-a-Punch feels super unique to how other maps typically do it. I would just highly recommend this map kind of all around. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any of those would be greatly appreciated. If you're looking for any more custom map picks, I'll have the playlist linked in the description to check those out. But other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.